So hi everyone. Now today in this video we are going to explore Ollama completely. So before exploring their website, we need to understand some basic concepts. So why we need to use Ollama? What are the main uses of Ollama? So I will be going to demonstrate first of all what it can do. Then I will show you how to download and all the stuff later on. So I have already Ollama downloaded in my laptop. Don't worry. So I will show you all the stuff, how to remove it and how to download it again and all the stuff. But before that, I will be going to see what are all the models in my laptop that I currently have. So you need to run Ollama list. So if you run this command, you can get all the list of models that you in your laptop that you have. So let's say the size also it is given here. So the Qwen model is the smallest model that I have downloaded in my laptop. That is 1 GB, and 397 MB is the Qwen 2 model. Okay, which is 5 billion parameters. So now what I will do is I will be going to copy this model. Now suppose let's say I want to run this model in my laptop locally. So now what I will do is Ollama run, and whatever the model that you are willing to, you can paste the model and you can hit enter. So basically it will take time and it will be going to show you, it will going to open a pop-up like this. So basically here it is a AI agent like ChatGPT you do, or Claude you give prompts, right? Then in the same way here also you can give prompts. So if I give hi, you can see, so it will think, it starts thinking, and thinking something. So let's see what it's think. So finally, if you can see, I have just asked hi and it is start thinking and it is giving me some response. So basically like this you can run any model in your laptop locally. So basically this is not going over to the internet. It is just using my laptop resources, my RAM, my laptop hard disk and all. It is using my resources and giving me output without going outside. So there is a small disadvantage with this, as this model is not deployed. Means not deployed in the sense it is using my laptop resources, as it is not connected with the internet. So the current news will not be there inside this model. But if you just want the previous data, the data which you already pre-trained, so in that cases you can use the simple models in the simple use cases. So let's say if you want to run this model, you can simply copy this and you can come here, and you can say, or you can say like this Ollama, and then now you can say run, and you can paste the model name and you can hit enter. So it will be going to start that model, and you can see the model is started. Now here you can ask a question. So what is the capital of USA? So let's see what it gives. So the United States is one of the powerful. Okay, it is giving me some information. Then where is the capital? Okay, where is the capital? Political, okay. Global reputation, okay. Military strength, okay. Overall United States major, okay. Capital city I need to ask. I think what I will do is I will copy this and I will paste it here. Capital city, I'll paste it here and I'll say yeah. So basically I need to mention the capital city. So here without mentioning capital city it is not giving that, but I hope you understood that basically this model Qwen 2B is running locally in your laptop. So I will be going to stop that. And I hope you understood how the models work. So now currently let us focus on the major stuff, what and how to download the Ollama and all the stuff. Okay. So first of all, you need to check whether in your laptop Ollama is installed or not. So for that purpose, you can use this command Ollama --- version. So I will come here. So basically I will be going to have a new terminal. So I will be going to have Ollama --- version. So it will be going to show you a version. So or you can also try this Ollama -v. So both the commands will work, --- version and -v. These both versions will work, no problem. Okay, and if you want to see Ollama list, I already showed you. So what are the models that you have in your laptop? You can see in this fashion Ollama list. Okay, so how to run also I showed Ollama run, and the model name, let's say this one. So you can paste it here and you can run this. So I hope these commands make some sense now. So yeah, these two will work to check the version. So this also I explained to check all the models that you have downloaded. I will also show you, don't worry, how to download a model, but you understood how to see all the models listed in your laptop. So let's say you want to run in, or means you want to bring a new model to your laptop. So let's say let's say here you can see only 3 models now. That is Qwen, this one Qwen 3.5, Minimax M2, and Qwen 2.5. This only model that I have. Let's say I also want to have this Llama 3, or let's say Mistral, or let's say we want Qwen 3. I will copy this Ollama pull Qwen 3. So I will come here. So I will say Ollama run Qwen 3. Let's say what happens. So it is saying pulling manifest, because we do not have this Qwen 3 model in our laptop. So basically it will be going through the internet and it will be fetching for us. So you can see the size is very huge here, 5.2 GB. 5.2 GB is very huge. So let's see what happens. So basically it will take some time and it will be going to download and it will be going to show all the models over here. So I hope you understood how to download a model. So now I will close this for now. I will be going to show you the website. So this is the Ollama original website. So you can go through this website. You can log in with your email ID. So if you click here, you can see all the models that you have. You can find over here, and you can see all the how to download the Ollama first. So you can see Windows option over here. Whether you can copy this and paste in your terminal, the Ollama will be downloaded, or you can simply click this button. Ollama will be downloaded in your laptop, right? So after downloading, I will show you the docs also. Before showing the docs, I wanted to show you the models. So what are all the models that you can play around with it? So you have many models like Minimax M3. So what this model will do? So you can also list. You can see all the model, all the things this model can do. So vision, tools, thinking, cloud. So this model is a cloud model, right? And if you want an audio model, you can pick up Gemma 4. Vision model, tools, thinking, all the stuff. If you want if you want to download, you can go for Gemma 4. So basically, what happens is the big companies like Google and all the stuff, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, all the companies will make open source models and will keep these open source models open and publish here. Those who want to work around with the models, they can come here, they can download these models for free and they can run their models locally. So this Ollama is a free open source platform which is from the like Meta, which is like owned by Facebook. Okay, but now it is open source. Anyone can use this hold the models. So let's say I was interested in Minimax M3 model. I want to download this model. So you can simply click on this. So you can see usage is very high. So this is the token count that currently is in use. So you can simply use this call command to make some request. That is one way. Or you can simply, if you want to download that, you can simply click you can copy from here and you can run this command in your terminal, right? So there are so many models that you can play around with. Okay, this is one of the model. So you can filter that. You can click on the newest. Okay, you can see the newest. So updated 17 hours ago. So not only that, you can, if you want thinking model, and if you want tools, and if you want vision, if you want embeddings, if you want cloud. So there is no such model which accomplishes all these qualities. So basically this is a filter. This is a filter. You can filter whatever the things that you want. You can go through all the models. So once you seeing all the models, you can get practiced very well. Now we need to understand that docs. Docs is very important. Okay. So first of all, documentation. Here we have the quick start. You can click on this quick start. So here they are saying Ollama. So simply you can run this command Ollama launch OpenClaw. So let me run this command. Let me see what happens. So I came here. If I pasted that Ollama run OpenClaw. So I hope you know what is meant by OpenClaw. So if you simply click on here, so it will, in my laptop I don't have OpenClaw. So it is asking whether you want S or no. So I want to run S. So I click yes. So it is saying installing OpenClaw. Basically I don't have OpenClaw. It is installing OpenClaw. So in this way you can launch the OpenClaw and you can launch Claw. You can launch Cloud also as well, Codex, OpenCode, anything you can launch in your laptop locally. So that is very good. And the next important thing is, so let's say you want to use Llama 3 and you can also pass this context as well. So let's say I copied this call. So call command is nothing but, so if you run this in the terminal, you are going to get the output. So basically this is the call command. So okay. So there are so many things that is possible with the Ollama. So you can quickly see we have integrations. So we can integrate with OpenClaw, we can integrate with Cloud Code, we can go with so many things. Let's say we can integrate with the editors as well. So let's say you want to integrate with so many things, right? So VS Code we have, notebooks we have, CLI references, so Windows, Docker, all the stuff we have. So chart and RAG systems we have, the notebooks, automation, like N8N is an automation tool. I hope you know that. So if you want to use this Cloud the Cloud code with the help of this Ollama, if you want to run this Cloud code with the help of the Ollama, you need to mention the API keys. Wait, I will show that way API keys. So you can see over here, basically this Cloud code is a paid model. It is not a unpaid model. It is a private thing. I hope you know that. So here we need to mention Anthropic API key. So I don't use this because you need to have some credit so that only you can use this Cloud code. And if you mention the API key over here with the help of Ollama, you can run that in your locally. But there are so many models, free models listed in this Cloud code. So you can, if you want to get started, you can quick start and you can go through the models that I have showed now. So now if you want to use the API references, so let's say authentication or basically the basic port. This is the basic port that you can run the Ollama. Okay. So this is the command. So these are the requests that we can do. I will show you one by one. I came to the terminal. So basically you can see back I came to the terminal. If you want to run it as APIs as Ollama, so what you can do is you can do Ollama serve. So Ollama serve. So what basically this will do is, so you can basically ignore this. So Ollama is running basically in your laptop. So if you come to the browser, you can write http colon slash slash localhost 11,434. So this is the basic port for the Ollama. You can see it is showing Ollama is running over here. So why it is showing Ollama is running over here? Because I have run this Ollama serve. So it will be going to automatically run your Ollama server in the background. So that you can run all the API request. So you can run all the API request here. Right, I hope you understood. So not only that, you can also test all your Ollama things in the Postman. So generally I hope open the Postman. So Ollama homepage. So I hope you know this the same URL that I wrote over there. So 11,434 is the basic port that Ollama runs. So if I simply click on send, you are going to see it is saying that Ollama is running. So basically our Ollama server is running, right? I hope you understood that. So let's say you can check. So if you run this Ollama slash API slash tags. So if I copy this and if I send this, so basically you can see. So what are all the models that I have in my laptop? It will be going to show all the models. So if you don't believe this localhost is running in my laptop, so is this API is really working or not? So basically I will come to browser. So here only I will basically at last I will be going to paste this. So localhost 11,434 slash API slash tags. So if I simply press on that and if I click the print, you can see all the models is showing over here, displaying over here. So from the basic Ollama server, we are getting all the we are requesting on that. We are API requesting on that. So slash API slash tags. So you are getting all the models that you have in your laptop. So this is one of the API endpoint that I have hit with. So you understood the home page. Okay, when you run Ollama server, you can see all the stuff happening in this, and you can check all the all the models that you have with the help of this slash API slash tags API, and you can also generate. So you can go through this API slash generate. So as I cannot do here because you cannot able to post. You cannot able to do post requests through the browser. So that only I have chosen this Postman, right? So slash API slash generate. So for that I am going to have the post request. So in the body, first of all, if you go to the headers, so I set the context type as application JSON, and in the body, in the raw type, I have chosen JSON and I'm passing this thing. So the model that I have in my laptop is Qwen 3. Use this Qwen 3 model, and the prompt is explain JWT in simple words, and I have stopped the stream. So I will show what is meant by stream. But first of all, if you the data will be coming like this. So JWT is a simple JSON web token, like you are going to get the data like this. So it will be going to take some time. So that is the reason I am showing the output first itself. So I will simply click on the send. So it will be going to take some time. Okay. So the next API endpoint here we have is API slash chat. This is also a post request. Here we have generating something. It still generate. It will take some time. And here in the chat also, in the body, we need to pass this information. We need to pass what is the model that you are using and the message that you want. Like the role is the user, the content type, which is like what is JWT, and here also I am doing stream is false. So the previous output that I got is in this fashion. So here also the first itself I am showing, because when you click send, it will take some time. And 2 to 3 minutes, then it will give you output. You can see still it is running over here. So in this fashion, you have many many routes over here in this fashion. So if you want to explore all the routes, so I will come here, or yeah, you can click on this generate. So you can see all the routes what you have here. So you can see HTTP localhost 11,434. You can hit API slash generate. So you can also pass data as this. So you can go for the chat. This is the post type. So you can basically 11,434 slash API slash chat and hyphen data. You can pass all this data. So like this, we have many more API endpoints over here. You can delete the endpoint also as well. So we can have the delete endpoint and slash API slash delete, and what the data that you want to delete. So you can delete this AI model. So in this model, in this way, you can reference this whole API references, this original documentation of the Ollama. So I hope you understood. You can also operate this Ollama with the help of the Docker. So you can see this is the command that you need to run. So you need to do port binding, that 11,434 with the 11,434, and the name is Ollama, and it is coming from Ollama. So in this way, you can run the Ollama through Docker as well. So this is the curl command, so that you can run the Ollama using the Docker. So I hope you understand the documentation. So I will come back again to the this home page. So you can go through here and you can explore all the stuff. It is very simple. So you might be you might be wondering what is this free. So sorry, this pricing. So this pricing is nothing but you can run models locally and in the cloud as well. Means you can deploy the models as well. Like 50x more cloud storage than free. Like this. Okay, you understood, I hope. So in the cloud also you can have. So you can also search the models over here. Like you can search Gemma for whatever the models that it will be going to show over here. Okay. Okay, I hope you understood. So now if I want to show you what are all the ways how you can access Ollama, so you can simply click Ollama and click enter. So whatever the website that I am showing up to you up to now this website is this website. So you can click over here, you can go through library and all the stuff, you can go through this. But now if you want to go through this official GitHub account, so this is their official GitHub account of the Ollama. So you can basically come over here, these are all the code files that they have. So you can come over here and you can do this call to download for the Mac OS. This is the call, means this is the command to download in the Windows. This is the command to download the Ollama in Linux. And not only that, they have the option to download with the help of the Docker as well. So they are supporting OpenClaw, OpenCode, Codex, Copilot, all the stuff they are supporting. With simple stuff, you can launch the OpenClaw in this fashion. And you can use their REST API clients with the help of the call command, or you can use the Postman also as well. So these are the simple JavaScript how you can use the Ollama in the help of the JavaScript. Like if you want to use their API request, so you can simply create a response. You can do Ollama.chat and you can pass the model ID. You can pass the message the content, the question that you want. And you can simply log all the response.content like this response.message.content. Okay, so this is their official GitHub account. I hope you understood this a simple thing. Now I wanted to discuss what is their npm package. So if you want to download their Ollama npm package, this is their official npm package. So you can do npm install Ollama. You can see npm install Ollama. Okay, so basically this JavaScript library is very useful when you are using the development environment. Okay, if you want to develop your code with the JavaScript, or if you are using a mount stack, in that you want to implement the AI models. So instead of buying the ChatGPT like a subscription or a Claude subscription, you can simply download some models in your Ollama. You can run that models in your laptop locally with this JavaScript library. So you can simply get started with this simple code that I have already explained now in the GitHub, right? So response you are passing the model name, and you are seeing that response.message.count, right? So not only that, you can see all the stuff in this fashion. Okay, here we are saying streaming to true. Streaming true means it will be going to show all the streaming data, but you don't want to see that streaming data. So you can simply through the CLI you can sign in with the Ollama. Okay, you can use the Ollama in this fashion, all the stuff. API. So how can you use API? Up to now we have discussed many times how to use the API. So Ollama.generate.request, Ollama.pull.request, Ollama.create.request. Okay, these are Ollama.delete.request, copy.request, Ollama.list, Ollama.show request. These are all the stuff for the API. Okay, web fetch. So I hope you got this right. Okay, now let us come back here. So you can download all the models in this fashion. Okay, by doing pull, you can run all the models in this fashion. Okay, so you can directly chart. Suppose if you copy this, basically what here we are doing is Ollama run. We are running this model and directly we are passing question. So you are going to get directly the output here only. So if you want to see the models which are running, you can run Ollama PS. And if you want to stop any model, Ollama stop model name. And if you want to see any model info, you can run Ollama show and that model name. And if you want to remove any model, you can run Ollama RM the model name. And if you want to copy any Ollama model, you can run Ollama CP and that model name and my model. If you want to rename that, you can simply do CP, the old model name and the new model name. So I hope I already showed you how to use the API services of the Ollama. You can simply run Ollama serve. And I also showed you can simply run this curl command. So Ollama curl, if you do this, you can see all the information. So you can also run this curl command. I hope I showed you in the Postman also as well. Okay. So in this you can see if you want to list all the models that you have downloaded in your laptop, you can simply go through this endpoint. So now you might be wondering, so what is the Hugging Face then? In the Ollama, we are getting all the models for free. So then what is Hugging Face? So let us have some quick overview of what is this Hugging Face also as well. So Hugging Face is a company and platform where the developers publish LLM models, image models, speech models, embedding models, dataset, AI demos. It is basically the largest AI model hub in the world. So I will also go you through the Hugging Face website. you can understand the main difference. So but first of all, I want to show you the main difference with the help of the table. So what is the main difference between Ollama and Hugging Face? So the main difference is Ollama runs models locally. Ollama can able to run models locally, but in the Hugging Face you cannot able to run that. So in the Hugging Face you can run you can host models. In the Hugging Face you can dataset hosting. In the Hugging Face you can train support. In the Hugging Face you can have interface APIs. But in the Hugging Face you don't have the easy setup. Just this is not having easy setup, that's it. But all other aspects we have in the Hugging Face. In the Hugging Face we have fine tuning. We can do fine tuning in the Hugging Face. In the Hugging Face we can have the model discovery. Okay, in the simple analogy, if I want to explain what is Hugging Face, so let's say think of AI models as movies. Okay, each AI model like Qwen 3, Gemma, Mistral, Qwen, Minimax, all these models, each model is a movie. If you think of this, so Netflix is a Hugging Face. Hugging Face is a thing, is a platform where you can store the movies or AI models in the terms of Netflix, if I can say. Each video file is a AI model. If I compare with the movies, VLC player, like if you want to play a video or a movie, you need a VLC player. Like that only if you want to play play or if you want to run a model, you need Ollama. So this is the main difference. Ollama is separate, Hugging Face is completely different. So movie is nothing but your AI models. So I hope you understood. So now I want to give you a quick demo of the Hugging Face. So I will be going to show you what is Hugging Face. So I came here Hugging Face. When you type your Hugging Face, so this is the main website of the Hugging Face. So you can simply come here and you can basically sign up or log in if you have an account. So basically this is the interface of the Hugging Face. You can see I have logged in with my email account. So Hugging Face interface partners. So these are the Hugging Face interface partners. So you can see over here, this is the home page. So you can see all the models, datasets, all the stuff. So here we have the models. If you click on the models, you can see all the main important models. You can see less than 1 billion parameters, 6 billion parameters, 12 billion, 32, 128 and more than 500 billion parameters AI models also you are having here. And not only that, you are having separate categories, over 44 categories like text generation AI models, any to any generation AI models. And you can see all the models that have been placed over here. So let's say I want to see this NVIDIA locate anything 3D. So you can see download last month. So this is the downloads of this model last month, and you can see over here. If you want to use this model, if you click on this, you can go wherever. If you want to use Google Colab, Kaggle and all the stuff, you can have over here. So basically from here you can deploy any of these services. Okay. So if I want the image to text generation or image to text to image, this is very important. Text to image, I like this. So let's say if I want to use the text to image, so here we can see a Microsoft Lens. So if I click on that, so you can see Microsoft Lens rethinking training efficiency for foundational text to image model. So basically Lens is a AI model. If you click on this Lens, you are going to land up on this page only. So you can see. So if I want to use this Lens model, so basically simply what you do is, if you click on this expand button and simply if you click on this Google Colab, so you will be going to come here and simply you can, in the Colab, it is directly giving you the option to have in your Colab file. So this is one of the easiest way that you can use the Hugging Face models. So any model you want, you can, based on parameters, you can filter it. Based on library, you can filter it. We have app supported, we have interface supported, and we have the task supported 44. So tasks, libraries, and languages supporting like licenses and others as well. So based on all these filters, you can filter this all the models that you want. So now we have data sets. So some fellows will build the AI models by they themselves will build their models, but they want just the data sets. So simply they can come here. So they want document data sets or audio data sets, 3D data sets, image data sets, any data sets. They literally can come here. Let's say I want image data sets. So these are all the image data sets, and you can filter by name. So let's say I don't know what to say. Let's say I want to go inside this. So reason core. So if you want to use these datasets, you can click on here, and if you want to export all this data in pandas, you can click over here. You have Polaris, you have simple datasets. If you click on these datasets, so it is saying from datasets import load datasets, and you can have this reason core open spatial reasoning. Okay, you can copy this and you can use in your Colab. Okay, see, this is a simple thing. Okay, this is how you use the datasets. So the next thing we have spaces, and if you want to know more about this Hugging Face, you can go through these docs. You can see all the things over docs. So finally, I hope you understood this video. Thanks for watching up to now. Do like, share and subscribe for this video.